right. Let me see. Let me see. Am I back in the mix? Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I got a phone call. I was trying to back out from my phone and straight ended the damn stream, man. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see. Are we back live? Let's check this out real quick. Just checking out to see what we doing. All right, here we go. Yeah, man, my fault, family. My fault. Look like we back in the mix. Okay. Let me run it real quick. I'll run another little. Alright. My fault. Alright, let's see. Let's run something real quick. Let's run something one more time while everybody get back in the building, man. I apologize, y'all. That was an accident. Give me 1 second. たった一つたった一つのたった一人たった一人の私はここ
Reparations on the table, nigga, we ain't seen shit. Put us under pressure, nigga, we ain't even sweat. Came out shining like a diamond in the middle, what's a mess? On Martin Luther King, bitch, we coming for our check. Headed to the Capitol to stake my feelings in the mind of a rat who you can't ride with me. I'm my only witness when I handle my business. Pull it from their hips, say bye-bye, Billy. No more time for no coasting, I'm on the highway focused. I ain't even smoking, I'm just riding my emotion. Both eyes open, I'm just trying to keep calm. Put an extra set of eyes on them doing recon. Knee deep in snow, say you try and keep going. Told him get up out the cold before my nigga deform. Every old wound seem to get retorn. I'ma write deep poems to a nigga reborn. I'ma make a statement before I make it out alive. No Channel 5, I would rather make it live. Before the news try to make a nigga out alive. But the pain in my eyes on a much bigger pride. 501, both hands in the sky. Little do they know it's no plan to survive. I ain't finna give them no chance to decide. I'ma put they feet in both hands in the fire. Dancing in the fire like Eshak. You gon' test the water, never get both feet wet. We done overexposed the city defense to the overexposure indecent. They don't know they diving in the deep end. Ain't no way that they surviving through the weekend. Everything glowing in the flash like a beacon. Drowned in the flames, it's too late to let it sink in. Yo. And we were just saying how Falcao needed to get his stuff together. Like, he was playing around, fighting against this awkward fighter. You know, he was just doing too much. And I don't think he came out to take care of business. Now he got a horrible cut in the 6th round. I'm talking about a horrible cut right now. Let me see something. Let's see here. Because I do. Let me cut on. Let me see. Get this camera cut on real quick. Let me get this camera cut on. Where am I at? Alright.
Y'all should be able to see me good. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, man. I'm gonna try to put the baby out too. All right. Yeah, man. This is wow. He might get lucky. They're going to the scorecards. Which I will say, this can be dangerous because one thing you can't never dictate or predict is how the judges see the fight. And it's been a slugfest for the most part. He came out the first round, and I kind of give him the second round. But you could see at parts of the end of the second round, he was kind of standing in front of his opponent a lot. And so from like the end of the second round on, they've really just been trading back and forth shots. But like I said, man, Vonnie, I've been saying he's unorthodox the whole night. Really wild fighter in a way. He goes to throw an uppercut to the body, and he brought his head with him. You know, he led with his head first. And it was a crazy uppercut body shot. And they both just almost, that hurt. Yeah, that sounded bad, man. Like, I'm really happy ain't nobody, wow. All right. Y'all spare me. Bear with me. Try to figure out how this shit works, man. Let's see. Just the mute button. I just want to see. So no, it ain't that. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, man, this is oh my God, I got the kids just back there fighting. But it's cool, man. We finna see a war. We finna see a war take place. Okay, here I come. I'll deal with it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I think he's trying to go to sleep. You can go ahead.
I think he's trying to go to sleep.
I think he is, son. I think he is. So let me see something. Y'all hear what's coming up? I wonder if it's a bet on this fight, man. I mean, wait, let me see if FanDuel has something on this fight. We might do a little live something. I really want to know, man, anybody got the odds? Drop the odds in the, go ahead, drop the odds in the chat for me. If anybody know what the, oh yeah, I see it right now. Ooh. Bet 100, get 500. Oh my God, bet 100, get a stack. Bet 100, get 1,100 if you get the knockout. It's a lot of money to win tonight. And see, these are the type of bets I would have, to me. I mean, if you're going to place a bet, to me, my money going to go on Shawn Porter tonight. I'll take my chances there. If he lose, you know, I took an L on $500. I took an L on $500. Not sure about the parlays exactly, if I would play around with that, But at the same time, kind of why not? You know, why not? Let's see what's up. So I am live. Let's see, man.
And this is what Crawford does when guys lunge forward. He drops level, go down to the body, and not only does he attack moving backwards, he also attacks moving forward afterwards. He's gonna look
I'm telling you, man.
every time he misses a shot. And you don't always have to shoot punches.
You see that? But see right now they're showing Terrence Crawford dodging and turning, but that was Felix Diaz, and it's different. Like, Diaz isn't the greatest with angles. Got more of a Cuban kind of boxing style, where it's not really the angles in a way as Sean Porter does. And then on top of that, when you talk about the angles from Sean Porter, you talking about, this is more of a football style, man. This ain't really been seen. So this is gonna be interesting to watch, man. Let's see who get this decision right here. Let's see who get this decision. That's the part I'm interested to see. Here we go. With the technical shit. Here we go.
Clash of heads, and we will go to scorecards. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Let's go.
2 minutes 18 seconds of round number 6. Esquiva Falcao, the recipient of an unintentional headbutt, and is unable to continue. Therefore, we go to the scorecard.
Here we go. Yeah, man. This is finna be fire. I don't know about y'all, but the build-up got me excited, man. I'm telling you, the build-up got me excited. Like, on everything. And you know, well, you know, in YouTube is the boxing world is much bigger on here. But outside of YouTube, man, it's like I'm the last boxing fan, bro. So I know more of y'all kind of, you know, I know more of y'all kind of get that feeling also. Especially with everybody on the UFC ordeal. I can't do it, man. I mean, it becomes very, take that back in the room, son. You're wrong. It's okay. I'm gonna tell her to stop. Put it back. Here I come. Yeah, it's. Yeah, man. And you know what's bad about not taking care of business like that, though, Mongo? That can mess you up for fights later on down the line. Because now you talking about this is scar tissue now above your eye from a cut that happened with a bum that you probably should have took care of early. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes cats kind of forget. I think they kind of look at how Floyd Mayweather fought and just assume, oh, he didn't go for the knockout. But Money Mayweather, I mean, pretty boy Floyd was going for the kill. He was walking through stuff. all kind of things, and you know, a major reason why too is because when he fought competition that was like, you talking about C fighters, D fighters, and stuff like that, he got rid of them dudes, man. It was an embarrassment. You know, it was only a show when he was fighting cats that was A fighters, B plus fighters, and stuff like that. But think about it, what he did to Toro Gotti. Shoot, Floyd knew that was a C plus fighter. He didn't go in there and play around with him. He got rid of a Toro. You can't afford headbutts, man. That stuff can mess you up later on in the career. You know, getting clipped with a punch that kind of hurts you in a way. Cats got to be careful. Yeah, man. That's a fact, Mongo. But this is gonna be an interesting fight, man. I want to see, because a lot of people try to compare the skill of Floyd and Terrence Crawford's speed and different. Like, to me, that's not where I see him being special at. I don't think he has special speed. I don't think he really has special quickness. I think he does have good power. But I think what usually ends up separating Terrence Crawford in the ring is the dog. You know, I watched him turn that dog on against Gamboa. One of the last fights he fought, it was like a German type dude or whatever. You know, they usually got some pretty tough fighters, but the dude hurt Terrence. And where he hurt him at, to me, bodes well for Shawn Porter, because he hurt him on the inside. And it was some quick, hard shots. And the ones to the body, to me, it just kind of folded Terrence in a way. But he got up and decided to be a dog, which is cool. But can you get up and be a dog against Shawn Porter? Or is it when you have to get up against a Shawn Porter, is that the time you start going into your skills? And so I don't know if he can out-dog Shawn Porter. And Terrence Crawford got a pride issue in the ring. He wants to prove he can out-dog you. He's more of a monster than you. That, you know, it's a lot of things that Terrence is in there, and a lot of times his skills and what he can do goes out the window. I've seen things. Terrence, though, he is very agile. He does throw a lot of punches from different angles, and like he got good speed. I just don't think his speed is really elite. And to me, not being elite at speed and being kind of small, I think it bodes more well for Shawn Porter. And I think we may see the Shawn Porter against Errol Spence tonight. And I'm just gonna be honest. If we see the Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence tonight, this might not last long, and it might not go well for Terrence Crawford. This is a heavy guy. I think some of the things that he was able to do against Joe Horn, I think those are some things he can kind of bring into this fight. But again, Joe Horn is not Shawn Porter. And we seen what he will do when he's got it all the way in the ring in order to land a punch. I mean, even when he got dropped by Errol Spence, man, he was trying to walk through that punch. You know, when he got caught with that. So man, this is we finna find out, man. We finna find out. This is usually, you know, a place where Shawn Porter kind of comes up short also. You know, which he brought his best out against Errol Spence. So to me, that may, well, I don't know. We'll see tonight if that gets him over the hump. If the showing, because even though he didn't beat Errol Spence, that showing was good enough to me to beat Shawn Porter, to dominate Danny Garcia. Even though I think if I'm mistaken, he beat Danny, but it wasn't dominating. And even that, I think, even it would help him deal with a Kell Brook, as Kell Brook was able to kind of neutralize Shawn Porter and really, you know, go to work on Shawn Porter and they fight. But Terrence, he don't necessarily have that size. And those two peeping in, man, I appreciate y'all. Of course, shout out to my main man, Mongo Slade. I'm always going to shout out my main man. Those of you come through, please hit the like button, subscribe. Show some love, show some love. Those of you who also want to catch a debate, go check out SVDL. My main man KOT is holding it down tonight. I had prior commitments with you guys before I knew the debate was going down. So I said, man, let me go ahead and make sure I jump in the mix. So yeah, man. Can Terrence Crawford keep Shawn Porter off of him? And will Shawn Porter be the Shawn Porter from Errol Spence? It can't be the Shawn Porter from Ugas. Because I'm going to be honest, man. He got his ass whipped to me by Ugas. They gave him the win, but he got his butt whooped. Ugas is one. He's trouble. I think his only issue, though, is he does have a tendency of starting off slow and then picking it up later on. And so if Ugas don't end up with the knockout, sometimes he puts himself in a like behind the 8-ball type of a ordeal. But boy, the angles that Ugas throws at, his power, his size, it's something to me I'd like to see. Also, Terrence Crawford maybe try to deal with the Ugas first, and maybe him and the Ugas fight can set up something for him and him and Errol Spence later. But to me tonight, this is the first step to see if Terrence Crawford is his, and I just mean like strength wise, if he's got the size to be able to stand in the ring with an Errol Spence. I think he's gonna first have to show tonight that he has enough strength to kind of control Shawn Porter in a way. But I want to see a test, man. Shawn Porter has to test him tonight. No games. I don't want to see Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia or Ugas. We want the Shawn Porter that fought Errol Spence. The one that stayed in his chest. That refused to, he had a refuse to lose attitude that night. And it took all the way to the end, man. That was a dog fight. Probably one of the best fights we done seen in a long time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he done got a lot better, man. And shout out to KOT on that, because, especially, man, and I seen it kind of when he debated Taz last year. Last season, he had a debate with Taz when he came in on I think If America Was a Corporation or something like that. And to me, that was one of the best debates. He sounded good in that debate. You can see him start to kind of try to slow it down. This season, He's coming out clear, concise. His argument is clear. The presentation is clear. He still have his moments though where where he speeds up and stuff like that. But man, KOT took it to the next level this season. One of our elite debaters. Keith blew that fight against Pac-Man. Yeah, he did, man. He did. I think to me, Sean Porter showed the blueprint on how you beat Pacquiao. And that was in training. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Sean Porter, when he first went viral for beating the brakes off of Pacquiao in sparring. And if you paid attention to how he did it, I mean, he kept pressure on Pacquiao. He made Pacquiao back up. Which to me was Pacquiao's problem with Joe Horn. I think Joe Horn was a big dude who was willing to walk through a brick wall to hit Pacquiao. And I think Pacquiao not really being good at fighting off of his back foot, he paid for that, man. He definitely paid for that. So, that was, something that was damn sure interesting to see. That was damn sure interesting to see, though, man. It's okay, big man. So, Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, but man, I was very disappointed though in Keith, man. He didn't he didn't apply no pressure on Pacquiao. Like, you supposed to make Pacquiao feel old in that ring that night. And to me, he allowed Pacquiao to dance and dictate. And if Pacquiao is coming, and I think what Keith Thurman thought was that he could time Pacquiao with the right hand like Marquez did. And I think that's where he messed up at. Because it's hard to time Pacquiao, even though he's maybe lost a step with quickness and this and that. But if you allow him to go forward, where he's getting that Pacquiao rhythm going on, in and out, ducking in and out, jabbing and stretching and hitting you with the left hand at will, it's gonna be hard for you to slow him down, man. Let alone think that you're gonna see punches that he coming with. It's just gonna be hard. But if you jab him, you double, triple up your jab on Pacquiao, shoot the right hand, you could keep him going backwards. And I think Keith, he did it, and he showed that. To me, he showed he could beat Pacquiao. It was just too damn late. And that ain't an opportunity that you miss. When you get an opportunity to take the throne from a legend, you have to snatch it, man. You gotta snatch it. And yeah, kidnap that fool. Kidnap that fool. Yeah, man. Let me see. Pac-Man should have retired after. Yeah. But you think though, he got the payday. I think the only thing that hurt Pacquiao was that it wasn't Errol Spence that beat him. He was gonna lose regardless, and it was probably gonna be bad regardless. But I think legacy-wise, he would have been more comfortable not only getting that bag, but losing to Errol Spence going out than Ugas. And I think Errol Spence having the surgery last second, man, it hurts Errol Spence, because now who does he snatch that from now? Because beating Ugas is cool. Yeah, he beat Pacquiao, but it's not gonna have the same effect for him financially or status-wise in boxing as it was going to be when he would have got rid of Pacquiao. And so now it's like, to me, this leaves Errol Spence with Canelo. To me, that's the only person I can see that's like left that he can, you know, kind of snatch that cash cow away from him. It would have to be Errol. I think, and it just sucks. It definitely sucks. But yeah, he definitely missed his man. I just feel sorry for Errol, man. He just really missed an opportunity to be, you know, to really take that spot from Floyd. And it was what's dope about it with Errol. It was gonna be in a way where he didn't have to be hated to do it. You know what I mean? Which I think after beating the Pacquiao, he was going to be hated, and probably that would probably made him the most hated. But it wasn't something that he was gonna have to do. Yeah, I just hope Sean Porter is ready, man. I'm not sure about this ring walk here. Not sure who is rapping or what she's rapping. 34 years old. Last fight was 455 days ago. Is he ready? That's a lot of ring rust, fellas. But we got Terrence Crawford. Shit, I think he got about the same amount of ring rust, right? He ain't really been active, and when he has, it hasn't been the elite competition we want to see him at 147. He cleared out 140. That's a definite. But I think at 147, we've been waiting to see this fight right here. One of these types. Him and Danny Garcia. I'm surprised he couldn't get that going. That should have produced a lot of money. This is nobody's fault but Terrence Crawford, because it's righteously he should be where Errol Spence is, stature wise, when we talk about boxing. And it's like, man, he just letting Bob Arum, man, just slow him down, bro. He's really put a block up on him. And, you know, age catches up with you, man. And it's sad that more people are speak on Lomachenko, who got his ass whooped by my main man, Lopez. That more people are speaking on Lomachenko and respecting him as this pound-for-pound fighter with 13 fights. And here it is, Terrence Crawford, 30-something in, and can't get that type of respect. So, you know, that's management, man. That's the fights that you picking. And it's time. You know. To me, this isn't Kell Brook either. And he didn't look that good against Kell Brook in that Kell Brook fight. To me, Kell Brook was going to lose before he even walked into the ring. And he was starting to get tested by Kell Brook, which I didn't think he was doing good at all at. And he didn't meet any resistance in that fight again. So, you know, when times got tough, so, you know, he was able to look like how I usually look with him. Tonight, I think he meets resistance with Sean Porter. And not only just Sean Porter, resistance, I think, yeah, he's above the level of Atlantic. So let's see it. Let's go, family. Who y'all got winning tonight? Who y'all got winning? I'm about to watch the fight. I'm gonna holler at you after I come. All good, man. All good. Nah, man, you good, guy. You good, man. Enjoy the fight, bro. Enjoy the fight. Shout out to my main man, Mongo Slade, man. That is my main man. I'm my main man from the dark side. Y'all know how we rock. Yeah. Here comes Sean. I mean, here come Terrence. Coming out with confidence. Coming out to that LL Cool J. So I might have to clip that out of this shit before they try to copyright me, of course. PTTDS, God, power to the dark side. Yeah, man. Said he back. He came out with that LL. He said he back. Y'all in the chat, man. Y'all, man, let me know who y'all got winning. I want to hear y'all thoughts before round one. Who do y'all got tonight? Terrence Crawford or Shawn Porter? Who you think gonna pull it out? Will the heart and the pure resilience of Shawn Porter, will that be too much for Terrence Crawford tonight? Who also, don't forget, has his own will. So now we gotta ask, well, will the will of Terrence Crawford? So now we gotta ask, well, hey, will the will of Terrence Crawford be able to get him through a Shawn Porter fight? You know, is he usually turns, you know, usually when Terrence Crawford it feels pressure or is threatening a fight, he usually results to a brawl. You know, he tries to turn it into a street fight. And this is where it could be dangerous at right here. At 147, you know, he's been able to get away with that at 140, and he's been able to get away with it with lesser opponents at 147. But now we talking about elite competition. Elite competition. So 9 times you're not knocking out Shawn Porter. You might knock him down, but it's 9 times out of 10 gonna go 12 rounds unless he end it. But if Terrence Crawford is able to end Shawn Porter's night early, what does that say too about Errol Spence and his struggle? Does that say he ain't as skilled as we think? Which I know, you know, Terrence really don't get a lot of credit for his skills. You know, and I don't think he is really gonna get the credit for his skills until he moves up in weight. So to me, once we start to see Errol Spence at the 154, mainly 160, once you start to see him at 160, and he's the smaller man, to me, that's when we're going to see the best version of Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence. I think that's when we're going to see the skills that he learned from Floyd and different things like that. I think he showcased them a few times. He showcased them when he fought Mikey Garcia. He just tried to, you know, he just wanted to prove he could box Mikey, and he did that. Showed a good job of being able to get under the little man's punches, which I think bodes well for Errol Spence against Terrence Crawford. But once again, I said Terrence Crawford didn't look good against Kell Brooks. Errol Spence didn't really look good against Kell Brook either. And that, to be real, it was this left hook. There was like a half left hook kind of jab that Kell Brooks kept jumping out and throwing on Errol Spence. That was kind of cutting off his timing, and when he would throw that, he would finish it up with like a right uppercut and another left to the body, and he, you know, 3-4 punch combos on Errol. And it was his size and strength was making Errol uncomfortable all night, until of course we know Kell Brook quit again. And so this is definitely tough right here. Both of them look good, man. Both of them looking healthy. Both of them look like, you know, they weighing what they wanted to weigh coming into tonight's fight. Here they come. Let's go, family. Let me know, man, who y'all got winning tonight. Let me know. Shawn Porter or Terrence Crawford. Who do you think is winning tonight? Make sure y'all hit that like button also. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, Sean Porter comes out with a 2-punch combination. A wild overhand right and a wild left. So the question is, what is Crawford? It looks like early Sean Porter is gonna demand is gonna try to press the line and check Crawford with some pressure. The question is can Crawford get the respect of Sean Porter and keep this from being a brawl? Here we go. Sean Porter working on the inside. I will say right now though, as we looking at him right now, I am a little bit worried. Sean Porter is not sweating. Terrence Crawford does have a good sweat on him. Looked like he got nice and warm before he got into the ring. Sean Porter is coming out hot, but he does not have a sweat yet. So that is concerning when we talk about a big fight like this early. You know, not getting a sweat. You don't want to get caught cold in a fight like this. Up, double jab from Sean Porter. Double jab from Sean Porter. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hello? Hey. Oh, nothing. We just chilling. Oh, okay. Yeah, you bring some Los and blacks, I guess. Oh no, bring something to drink. Actually, no, bring something to drink. Face ass. All right, but bye. Yeah, that's your mama. Here she come. Dang, y'all, I got the camera on and everything. I can't even sit down. My son wilding right now. He ain't going for me sitting down. I'm just gonna be honest. But it's cool, man. This is an exciting fight. I'd rather be standing up watching it anyway. So right now, yeah, to me, right, this is a solid round for Sean Porter. Good start. I think he's kind of looking and checking to see what angles is available to him. He's doubling up the jab. And then I like also he's trying to catch Terrence Crawford throwing a lazy right. And so what Sean is doing is, throwing a lazy jab. So Sean is kind of throwing a right hand over the top, over the top right hand. But then he's also doubling it up with a jab. And you know, trying to get Terrence Crawford cornered in on the ropes. I will say, it's definitely some tension in the air. You can definitely cut through it. But Terrence Crawford, I thought he came out looking pretty confident in that round. I definitely do. I think he came out looking real confident in this round. Even I think it's a 1-0 though. I think this is a 1-0 round. Sean Porter 1-0. Sean Porter 1-0. For all of those who are betting. Sean Porter comes out again, tripling up the jab. You see Terrence Crawford switching to the southpaw this time. He did swing out with a hook, missed the hook. But I think he only threw it for respect anyway. And so, there we go. Good jab from Sean Porter to the body. I think Crawford, he needs to pick up the pace, man. He got to figure something out. So, whether it's a double jab and swing around, or a little bit of a straight left to the body and getting out of there. Almost caught him with a hard check right hook. Almost caught Porter coming in. Just missed barely over the top. Kind of grazed his head. Shawn Porter is in this. Terrence Crawford is in the southpaw stance, which is dangerous. Just time Shawn Porter thinking about coming in. I ain't gonna lie, it looked like it weakened his knees. Hard right hand for Shawn. He just turned Terrence Crawford and caught him back with a hard right, backed him up. I'm not sure what Crawford was complaining about there. I didn't see anything wrong there, but just good footwork. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Terrence got to be careful. Four punch combination from Shawn Porter, and he's turning into a slugfest. Now Terrence Crawford just caught him also with a right hook, turning. So he's Terrence. We can see early he's trying to kind of control it from being that. Shawn is trying to turn it into a slugfest. It's coming. I think Crawford knows, man. He's going to have to punch to keep Porter off of him. But this is why I say, man, the experience like a Floyd Mayweather. You can't waste punches on a Shawn Porter. Each punch needs to count. Otherwise, he weighs on you, man. We know Shawn Porter's stamina. So, right now, so far, we got Shawn Porter rushing, Terrence Crawford making them pay. But Shawn Porter definitely got some good hard hooks on Crawford. But after he got that hard hook, man, Crawford was able to step around with a right hook of his own. So far, I'm seeing Shawn Porter he's taking a few good angles. Not really what we used to seeing yet, but he is applying pressure, coming up with some angles. But right now, Terrence Crawford is making the extra move in order to get the space and the opening. And so it looks like right now, so far, Terrence Crawford is content to kind of double up on the jab, try to get underneath Shawn Porter's work, and then get to the outside and land something of his own. But Shawn Porter caught him on the inside, man. It's going to be interesting to see how that second round is judged. Because honestly, Shawn Porter did more work for longer in the round. And even his combination punches look like they hurt. But Terrence Crawford did get a couple of flashy hooks in there too, making Shawn Porter pay. And think about it. So honestly though, I'm gonna go 2-0 Shawn Porter so far, with a close, but that is a close second depending on what the judges like to see. But here we go. They going in circles now. You starting to see Shawn Porter is trying to double up, triple up the jab, and then change angles and catch Crawford with some wide hooks, which is where you can make Shawn Porter pay. That was what Errol Spence was trying to do the whole night, was get under Shawn Porter's work. And you seen him, he was able to get under it once, real clean, and he dropped Shawn Porter. So this is definitely tough. Oh, good jab from Terrence. Right now, Terrence has got to be careful because Shawn Porter is backing himself into the corner. This is where Shawn likes to set a trap to where he spins his opponent and goes to work. Yeah, Terrence is real iffy about attacking Shawn Porter in the corner right now. Not sure what he wants to do. Here comes Shawn. Mic check, mic check. Yeah, man. Oh, another one. We getting headbutts right now, y'all. It is a lot going on right now. I can't even lie to y'all. It is an awful lot going on right now. Let me try to figure out what just happened. Oh, my connection went bad. And this is where it gets dangerous. Crawford. Now look, Crawford is right now doing a real good job of staying inside of Crawford. Real good job right now. Hold on, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to get back in on my computer. Lost signal on it somehow. Yeah, and that's what we're starting to see right now. Yeah, this one. Hold on. Oh my God. He is on the attack. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful. Uh, he's really being reckless right now. Um, but Crawford, Crawford ain't happening to pay for it right now. That's what I am noticing. Hold on, let me see what this is. My fault, y'all. Hold on. My fault, y'all. Yeah. So right now, man, it's a lot of pressure coming from. You're getting a lot of pressure coming from Sean Porter, but Terrence Crawford, man, is just so accurate right now, just so pinpoint. But it's yeah, Sean is trying. I mean, that's one thing I'm looking at. Sean is definitely he is trying as hard as he can right now to control this whole little situation. Okay, here we go. Hell, thank you. Get me out of here. Let's go. Damn. Yeah. I mean, yeah, man. Right now, Sean Porter is just doing a great job, man, Of of keeping the of pressure, of keeping the pressure. but But at the exact same time, Terrence Crawford is just doing a great job of making them pay for it. My fault, y'all. Hold on. Where my mic at? Yeah, right now he just, he's doing a great job of making them pay for it. All right, let me see what's up. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Let me see what's up. No, y'all can't because I ain't in the. Okay. Mic check, mic check. Yeah, this is something's up, y'all, with the internet. Because everything just froze at one time. I find that very, very funny. So let's try this one more time. Looks like my internet is starting all the way over. Look like my son is being super difficult. Yeah, this looks like the word was like the worst thing that you can have happen when you watching a fight. Your internet start over on you. Golly,
Internet
internet
just to
just to
start
start
over
over
on
on
me.
you.
Hold
Hold
on,
on,
y'all.
y'all.
Bear
Bear
with your
with your
boy.
boy.
We
We
getting it
getting it
going.
going.
My
My
botches
botchers
literally
literally
just
just
did
did
that
that
though.
though.
That was
That
some
was some
hate.
hate.
There we
There we
go.
go.
All
All
right.
right.
5-6 punch combination from
Five, six
Sean
punch
Porter.
combination from
Once
Sean
again,
Porter. Once
digging
again,
in. Digging in.
digging
Terrence
in.
Crawford is caught right there, just sitting in front of him,
Digging
resting.
in. Terrence
Now Terrence Crawford is smiling,
Crawford is caught. Terrence Crawford.
and it looks like,
And it looks like,
see, this is where you got to be dangerous.
see,
This is
this
where
is
it
where
gets
you got to be
dangerous.
dangerous. This is where it gets dangerous.
Now, I will
Now,
say this:
I will say this.
Crawford is doing a good job of keeping like a solid enough amount of distance for the most part. But I think right now we in round 5 in a war nutrition. This is a war nutrition. So Terrence, he's gonna have to be careful right here. He just caught another hard right hand, another hard left hand. Oh, but look at Terrence putting a nice little 4-punch combination on Sean Porter. Got him up against the ropes. So this is tough, man. As we check out, man, Sean. I'm just gonna be honest with you, and to be real, even in the fight that he had with Errol Spence did make that fight a lot tougher with Terrence Crawford than what he necessarily had. And what I mean by that is one of those nights, man, where fighters got to prove something. And to me, Terrence Crawford came out with the intent. Errol Spence came out with the intent on getting Sean Porter to go backwards and kind of trying to bully Sean Porter. And so I thought he did make the fight tougher. I think Errol Spence could have jabbed him to death and got out of there. But he gave us one of the greatest fights we had ever seen, so you can't be mad at that. Yeah. Like right now, though, man, Terrence Crawford is just real accurate. But one thing about it, Porter is just swinging for the fences. He's taking some leather. He's dodging something right now. Now we starting to get the football Porter. Getting low. It's hard, man. He getting hit in that cut, man. That cut is bothering Porter. But one thing about Porter, he ain't gonna stop. He just hurt Crawford. Backed him up against the ropes. Nah, man. I throw your equilibrium off. Crawford has just got to stick to being a sharpshooter. Don't let pride dictate how you let this fight turn out. Because all Porter is right now, he's just going to keep coming. This is a test your will right here. This Porter, he's coming to test his will. He's not going to quit. He's landing again. 2-punch combo from Sean Porter. Oh, sharp left hand from Crawford to answer. Right now, Crawford is just on point with the angles. He looks real comfortable in there. Not a lot of heavy moving. But it's a lot of head collisions, man. Damn. Now Crawford got a cut. So I guess we even now on cuts. Now Crawford's one it looks a little bit worse. Now his doesn't look worse. His is in a worse spot maybe. Looks like it's on the inside of the eye where it can run down into it directly.
Which is what I mean by you have to be careful. Oh my God. 4-punch combination from Sean Porter. I mean from Terrence Crawford. Buckled the knees of Porter, but Porter won't stop coming and he won't stop punching. This is turning into a brawl, folks. Ref kind of breaking them a bit quick, not really allowing Sean to work. Oh, hard left hand from Porter. But Sean, but Crawford landing back. This is a war. War nutrition, y'all. This is a real war nutrition.
At the halfway point, it has indeed been a war. 53 punches landed for Crawford, 54 by Porter. Here's the classic.
Yep. There we go. What up with your Azov? Shout out to you, God. Yeah, man. Yeah, I would have strained it. Y'all go check out Crack Streams, though, man. It's definitely up. Y'all didn't get that from me. I'm clipping that out the video, just so y'all know. Y'all go check that out, though, man, on the real. If y'all definitely trying to get a little visuals on it. But I figure I can provide y'all a little play-by-play, man, and kind of keep y'all a little bit engaged and enthused. If I can get my little man to hang out for a second, let's go. He just sleepy, though. Round 7. And righteously, Sean Porter is turning it up. But Crawford his sharpshooting looks to have him in clear control. Like I said, not moving a lot. He's able to just real comfortable in there. Just kind of stepping to the left, stepping to the right. And it's just enough for him to get out of position from being hit. But he's also right there in the pocket, comfortable. And he's determined, man. He's determined on making Sean pay. And I think right now, the sharpshooting of Porter is kind of making Sean reevaluate how he rushes in right now. Which I think he had better success earlier, doubling up the jab, switching it up between a low jab to the body and a high jab. So it's a lot going on. Now look, Porter got him in the corner, hard right hand. See, that's the thing. It's a little bit different, man, moving out of the pocket with Porter. Angles that you usually move out at on other boxers, Porter can hit you at them angles. And because I'm not going to lie, that's a routine play that you see from Crawford and Floyd where they kind of get out of danger against the ropes. But Porter's timing, man. And once again, Crawford caught him with a nice one on the chin. Porter, and it looks like he keeps stunning Porter. But, I mean, Porter, man, it's Porter. He's coming. Porter's on him again. Here you go. He's eating punches, but he's throwing. 6-punch combo, forcing Crawford to hold him. This is kind of looking a lot like the Sean Porter versus Kell Brook fight, honestly. Where we seen Sean kind of try to apply the pressure. It was ineffective pressure because Kell Brook was able to kind of grapple him and kind of control him on the inside and keep him from swinging like that. Damn, I don't like the body language right there. he
Actually,
yeah, you what we got in here? The real songstress. Shout out to you, sis. I appreciate you. You say Crawford gonna handle Porter like Ugas handle Pacquiao. That's a that man. I'm telling you. So far, that's how it's looking. You know, similar styles, the way they kind of coming out on each other. Definitely. This is so far, man. This is a great fight. Sean Porter is definitely trying. I think though right now though, Errol Spence is just a step ahead of him in sharpness. And now here comes Errol Spence to try to end it. Coming out aggressive. You gotta be careful though. Just ate a left hook from Sean Porter. Oh, 3-punch hook combination from Crawford. And now they're just Porter's just firing away, but Crawford is just touching him up. Porter is loading up, and Crawford, to me, he's starting to hurt Porter by just touching him. He's not really putting anything on the punches like that. Not much power. Changing speeds, changing power, but for the most part, he's just touching him, making sure he's constantly touching Sean Porter's chin, and it's affecting him, man. And I mean, and this is something too that I didn't really realize from Crawford when I was talking about him earlier. We talked about elite speed and stuff. He might have elite timing, which is something that people underestimated with Floyd. That timing allowed Floyd to look fast way late into his career when he really wasn't. Him being able to time certain punches, different things like that. Oh. We got Sean Porter timing him with a nice little hook right now. This is crazy.
Each man having success. Porter with a couple of right hands. Crawford comes back with a left to the body.
This is getting tough. And Porter got to stop. He's rushing. When he rushes in without using the jab, I'm telling you, Porter making him pay every time. Hard lead left hand from Porter. From Crawford, Crawford. But Porter is still right in front of him. But it's getting discouraging for him. This is the second round. I done seen Porter walk back to that corner looking very, very disappointed in himself. So, that is a definite and something that I'm looking at.
But that looping right hand, that was part of the strategy. I told you guys.
Yeah, Ugas though, I definitely had Ugas beating Pacquiao. To me, Pacquiao was gonna lose to Spence or Ugas. But the Spence, but Ugas definitely, his style definitely is a problem for Pacquiao. To fight Ugas, you got to be able to fight going backwards. And so you're gonna have to, be a boxer. You're gonna have to have angles and use the ring. you're not gonna be able to just come forward on Ugas. And so, you know, Pacquiao's style is just coming forward, man. You need up going forward with a dude bigger than you. It's gonna be some issues. You know. And then, you know, Ugas got a style too that don't allow you to think. So he kind of keeps punches on you where normally people allow Pacquiao to dictate what he want to throw and what angle and what pace the fight is at. So shout out to Ugas. I would though like to see probably Crawford versus Ugas. I think for him that might be a good test in size and height before he gets in there with an Errol Spence. Oof. Barely misses. I mean, he kind of landed a check left hook. Not sure how much that account. Not really a clean check left hook. But it was one from Terrence. But now we got a 3-4 punch combination from Porter again. But nothing really sustainable. Not really able to get the momentum. He's abandoned his jab. And to be honest with you, Crawford may be able to eventually turn this thing up, man. I don't know. Yeah, Sean Porter is still alive, man. He's waiting on the fight. And I think Crawford doing a good job of not giving him one. You know? He doing a very good job of not giving him a fight. He almost got sucked into one earlier, and it was getting ugly. Both of them ended up with cuts. Now look, just sharply shooting, man. Left hand, straight left, straight rights. And right now, Porter is just walking into him. Just walking into an uppercut left. And walk through it, of course. I think, though, it's different, man. The sharpness and the accuracy of Crawford. It's having the Floyd Mayweather effect, man. Like, I'm just going to be honest. Porter doesn't want to throw as much right now. He's unsure about the angles. He's abandoned his jab. And the only thing, you know, I'm not going to say he ain't trying. But right now, he just looks lost out there in the ring with Crawford. It's definitely levels to this shit, man. Yeah, it's definitely levels. I'm impressed tonight. I'm going to say that. Yeah, there he go. Look at him. Porter wide open for that. Just Porter mistakes, man. And you know, to me, I don't think that as much pressure as Porter has tried to put on Crawford tonight, I don't think he's done enough tonight to force Crawford into a actual fight to where you can kind of look at Crawford and say he gonna wear down in these later rounds. I don't really see that. I think we got 2 more rounds, man, of Crawford being able to do whatever he want to do right now. Full control. Oh, and there he go. He tried to run through it, and that's what I said. That accuracy, man, it's been flashing him all night. And see, now here we go, man, because now this is opening up the door and the question for Errol Spence. You can make a statement right now. Can you be the only one to ever finish Sean Porter? Sean coming, though. He trying, bro. He got to be smart, though. He knows he has to be smart. He's still trying to come forward. And he drops him again. And he drops him again.
Magnificent accuracy by the champ. He does damage. Penny's on the apron. And he's
Wow.
his father's
I know Kenny ain't just do that. Oh my God, bro.
just stopped short.
Wow.
No man has done that.
Wow. What a setup. I can't believe this, bro. I know, man. Hell no. Wow. Hey, man. Congratulations to Terrence Crawford, man. The only man to stop. I mean, man, that's crazy. I didn't seen. To me, Porter then took more visible punishment than this, and his dad then allowed him to fight through it. But you already said I'ma always stop it for you. That's kind of. I don't like that. What he just said, but I get it, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you dealing with accurate punchers like a Crawford and a Floyd Mayweather, you don't really know when you've had enough punishment from them, and they end up giving a lot of people brain damage, man, because you end up taking 400, 500 punches on the button over and over again. You know, most of these guys is in these fights, they not really getting hit on the button that often, or are they hitting each other on the button that often? But and then there go another one, man, Shakur Stevenson. You know, I mean, man, Floyd said it all the time, man. Speed is power. I think we seeing that again. Wow, man. Congratulations. Terrence Crawford just stopped Shawn Porter. Terrence Crawford just stopped Shawn Porter. And to me, this bodes well for Terrence Crawford moving forward, especially when he in his negotiations with Errol Spence. Because I ain't gonna lie, man, to me, Terrence Crawford didn't have any say-so at the table with Errol Spence. But getting the knockout on Shawn Porter, and I think he could have kept going. And I think he was gonna keep trying hard. But I think his dad seen, man, those are sharp punches, bro. And after fights like these, from a Crawford, a Stevenson, a Floyd, you'll never be the same again, man. And so a lot of people gonna be disappointed in the stoppage, in the warrior, you know, knowing the warrior that Shawn Porter is, and especially knowing that his dad usually, you know, is a little bit more lenient with what kind of fights or what kind of punishment he usually allows for Shawn Porter to take. Yeah, this wasn't gonna bode well, man. And I kept saying it early. He was on him. He was trying. Oh my God. Shout out to the family, man. Yo. Crawford, man, and the family is they in the ring wilding out, man, holding it down. Mama Crawford, It's just, man, it's good to see him and his family and what he's been able to bring them from, bro. If y'all go back and just look at Crawford's old fights, man, it's a difference. And so it's just great to see him, taking care of the people around him, man, and being able to be in that type of predicament where he's able to make his moms happy, his sisters happy, put them in a comfortable position and different things like that, and even his friends, his homies and whatnot. Some of the people from his old block in Omaha. Wow, man. I may have to take back what I said. There may be a little bit more than just Will that and Sure Dog that makes Terrence Crawford special. And I think we're going to have to add his accuracy, man, and his timing. Because I still don't think he has elite speed. Like, he's definitely not the quickest or the fastest smaller boxer that we've seen. But, boy, that timing that he has, and the accuracy, it makes him look a lot faster. It makes him look like he hits a lot harder. And so now the question is like, look at Errol Spence. Yeah, Errol's like, what? Yeah, Errol already know what time it is. He like, come on, man. Yeah, Crawford like, hell nah, man. I mean, Spence ain't digging that one. Spence ain't digging that one. And look, man, I can't blame Spence. Errol Spence, I don't think Errol Spence, he ain't impressed, man. I want to see it, man. I want to see it. Maybe you get Ugas. You try to get Terrence Crawford in there with Ugas.
No, he's doing what he knows he needs to do.
And
I didn't expect that. We never had a conversation about that. We just kind of.
Mic check. Yeah, I don't know what keeps happening to my mic, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Okay, there we go. So yeah, man.
What makes him special? Different.
Yeah, I think Errol Spence is disappointed because I think where he knows is this knockout on the Sean Porter. Errol Spence is gonna have to answer for this now. You know what I mean? He gonna have to hear about this, and I know he ain't impressed by it. I mean, he don't think it's that impressive of a knockout.
So that's just, that just makes me say, you know what? I don't want him in that situation. He fought a great fighter. The guy's super sharp. And he's at a deficit. It's like fighting this guy blindfolded, and you're in a deficit like that. So
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna let that happen to him.
He looks in great shape. Only you knew what happened in the gym. How would you like for him to prepare you didn't see?
Well, I mean, you know, when guys get to certain levels, they believe they know what they're doing, and they don't necessarily take all the information. So, you know, this is where we at with it, and I had to make that decision. It's an easy decision for me.
See, this is kind of weird, man. It's like his dad is like had a point to prove with what happened in training, and because to me he wasn't giving them like good corner advice.
What he did, you know, and Sean was hurt. And moving forward, this guy is, like I said, he's a sharp fighter, and my kid is at a deficit at that point. He can't defend himself like he should, and I had to protect him.
And finally, for you, you've been in the corner against every elite welterweight
Wow.
in this era. What makes Terrence Crawford special?
You know what? To just name one thing,
Disappointing, man.
but all things combined, he can
Like,
do,
I'm
he can
just
do
being
everything
real.
that it needs to be done. Offense, defense, you know, switch his
Like,
sides.
I
speed,
think,
quickness and power.
Thank you, Kenny. Sean, as always.
yeah, man. His dad, to me, that's gonna it kind of puts a blemish on Crawford. But at the same time, nobody's gonna remember how this fight ended. They gonna see the highlights of of Porter being hurt, and then they're gonna see that Porter was TKO or knocked out. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, so yeah, he got the KO. Excuse me. And so I think it definitely gives it. The only good thing is, man, this might get us closer to actually seeing the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight. And the reason why it might get us closer to seeing that fight is just the fact that this was the type of night, and what people was able to hold over Crawford was that he hadn't fought nobody at 147, didn't have any true middleweights. Any true welterweights that he had fought. I think his last fight was with a guy moving up from 140. And so tonight, man, he was in there with a proven welterweight, one of the elite welterweights, which is debatable to me. I think, well, man, I'm not gonna say elite. He's maybe a tier below. I think we've seen him come up short enough in big fights. Sean Porter he can make it to the big fight, but it does seem like, you know, he's gonna come up short 9 times out of 10. And so to me, we've seen it. But this is a real strategic move by Crawford. Oh shit! Terrence Crawford talking about some Aaron Spence he was at my fight. He said Errol said he wasn't gonna never show up to his fight, but now he at the fight, huh? Let me see what my boy Mongo say. Porter got up. He was mad he got knocked down, but he wasn't stumbling. Yeah. I think his pops wanted to prove a point, but it does get dangerous though, because those punches, man, were sharp. Like, he was hitting them with some sharp right hands, man, sharp left hooks, some sharp uppercuts, all of them right on the button. And to me, I could kind of see, it looked like to me Porter was losing feeling in his legs from jabs and stuff. I was just seeing like the timing. It felt like Porter was getting ready to go. And so when we get to this 10th round, and for 10 rounds he's been taking clean, accurate shots from Crawford, and not responding well to him, to be honest. I think he had 2 or 3 rounds straight where he walked back to the corner looking early, before the bell had really rung, and he was looking disappointed in himself. And I just don't think Porter had it tonight, man. I don't think he was as motivated as he was against Spence. That's one part. But then two, I don't want to take nothing away from Crawford, man. I think too, Crawford, he didn't come in here to prove he was the tougher man in the ring. I think he came in here to prove he was one of the baddest boxers in the world. And, you know, but this is going to be tough, man. Because now, he's now finished Kell Brook in a lot quicker time than Errol Spence did it. Right? Now, you know, as us being, you know, boxing fans, now we know that Kell Brook was already done from the Triple G fight, Gennady Golovkin fight, right? And then of course Errol Spence finished him off. But the casuals won't remember that. And so all people gonna know is that Terrence Crawford, he handled Kell Brook easier than Errol Spence, and now he's handled Shawn Porter easier than Errol Spence. I think we watched Errol Spence in 2 wars, and both of those fights we watched, you know, Shawn Porter, you know, I mean, we watched Terrence Crawford just coming out, just proving he's the more elite fighter. Yeah, I thought so too. That was disappointing to me, man. And I was saying this earlier. I thought that there have been fights where Porter has taken way more visible punishment than what we seen tonight. You know what I mean? Like I think he's been he's been in some dog fights, and I'm talking about both eyes cut, and he's taking a beating and he's still coming forward. Probably no chance to win, and I've seen Porter allow him to finish. So, like I said, I'm on the fence with it. I understand that a puncher like a Terrence Crawford, and it's not necessarily the power, it's just their timing and where they're hitting you at. That can be really dangerous, especially it's more dangerous for tougher fighters, because what happens is a lot of times tougher fighters feel like they in there against a smaller man and they can walk through, and they end up just taking a lot of clean shots, and you see it affect them later on in their career, where a lot of times, man, these dudes never are the same again. So yeah, this was definitely a fight.
In my view, suddenly flipped the switch and knocked him out. There was an accumulation. As I said, I gave the first round to Porter. I thought Crawford won. I thought they went odd even. Crawford won the second. Porter the third. Crawford the fourth. Porter the fifth. Crawford the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Crawford, I felt, took over the fight and was landing damaging punches. Not just,
I mean, it was similar to what we usually see out of Crawford. I mean, out of Floyd, man. Where we kind of see, you know, the bull in the fight kind of take the fight to Floyd earlier on, try to apply what they deem as effective pressure. We usually see Floyd usually take away the weapons that they like to come forward with. So usually you'll see Floyd first. Okay. You'll usually see Floyd take away the jab first, and then as you'll see him take away his opponent's jab, just like pretty much Crawford did last night. Crawford does it different though. Floyd usually takes away the jab with a hard right hand over the top. I noticed Crawford tries to take away your jab by switching to southpaw. So which I do notice, which is dangerous because that southpaw position.
Started fighting and cleaning things up at 168 pounds. At least
Being in that southpaw position leaves you more open to straight. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Yo. Hold on, let me see. Yo, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. That's my internet. Yeah, man, mic check, y'all. Okay, here we go. Y'all can't hear me. My fault. We got the little dagger in the internet for some reason again. We shall see how that works out. But like I said, man, you know, we witnessed it from Floyd though a lot, man, and that was just being able to come in, take and steal their opponent. He would just take his opponent's best weapons away, and so a lot of times people would be like, "Man, this fight boring. He won't even try." And what they fail to realize is a fighter like a Floyd and a Terrence Crawford, once they make you pay for your favorite weapons like the jab and whatever it is that you think you're gonna get on them, applying pressure or whatnot, you kind of get defeated at that point because now what Floyd does is, or what a Terrence Crawford does, is they turn you into a thinker in the boxing ring, and you're not gonna ever outthink Floyd Mayweather in the fight. And I think, man, right now it's about time we start putting some respect on Terrence Crawford's name, man, and just say you may never be able to outthink a Terrence Crawford in a fight, right? So to me, where that leaves me at though is like she's right here. Where that leaves me though at is Errol Spence, because now Errol he has the type of style and he's the type of fighter that would have gave Floyd Mayweather problems back in the day. And he has that style is also able or available to give a Terrence Crawford problems. And so I think one of the things that made Errol Spence famous was putting a black eye on Floyd Mayweather. Turn that phone down, y'all. Matter of fact, y'all go in y'all room with y'all phone, please. Y'all too loud.
I know, I'm sorry.
Please.
I took my
It's
phone.
okay.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, like and like I said, man, when you're in there and you relying on, you get away with being able to use your jab on everybody else, and then you get in there with a Crawford and he takes your jab away. Now you have to be a fighter with a plan B. And let's just be real. There's only a few boxers in the history that really had a plan B. Or I might give them a plan B, but let's say, a Floyd and a Crawford, they gonna take your plan B and your plan A, your plan B, and they gonna make you fight off of your plan C and D, and see how hard and accurate you can actually be, and see exactly how hard you can actually be. Stop that, Ava. Come on now, baby.
Hey, don't you just pop her stuff, man.
Over the phone. I'm finna take that phone. Nah, she just ate. They all ate. The rest of that chicken. And then there's some more. But yeah. So, you know, Floyd is just, you know, was a different type. Terrence Crawford seems to be you know what? I'm gonna say this. He may be Floyd Mayweather without hand problems. And I think that's the thing that where I kind of always get iffy with Terrence Crawford to me is I think maybe he takes, I don't like how many chances he takes in a fight to me. And I get it now, I guess, you know, he's still establishing himself in his name. And so, you know, even Floyd in the process of building, you know, you I guess you know, you got to kind of take risks. But I do think that it gets dangerous when a Floyd and them is in there though with a fighter like a Spence. And so the problems that a Spence can create for a Crawford is that, well, which I think that well, the question will be actually answered when they fight. But it's over, you know, who's actually the more skilled fighter. And really does, and it even, to me, Errol Spence doesn't have to be more skilled than Terrence Crawford to win big time. I think to me, he has to be skilled enough. And I think when you've been in the Lions den and in the doghouse with Floyd Mayweather and in the Lions den with the Charlos, but mainly to me, him and his time that Floyd had, that Errol Spence had fighting and sparring with Floyd Mayweather, I think that's an advantage he's gonna always kind of have over Terrence Crawford. And I think that advantage is something I think, I mean, that to me, yeah, it puts Crawford in a certain place. Because now you talking about there's not gonna be really anything that Crawford can bring to the table that not only Spence hasn't already seen from Floyd. I mean, especially you talking about tricks of the trade and avoiding punches and applying pressure and different stuff like that. Spence done already learned all of this stuff from Floyd. So, you know, and me, I know what Spence can do. So that's why righteously I've been waiting. I'm just waiting on Spence to move up. Y'all don't know what Spence can do. I'm gonna tell you right now. You really ain't seen the greatness of Spence because, I mean, right now he's in a weight where his style, well, one of the styles that he uses in his weight class is just to walk through his opponent and destroy him. But he's setting that up the whole time. You better believe he's setting that up the whole time with effective pressure. Spence is somebody who applies effective pressure. And how he does it, it isn't by just slinging wild shots and just throwing a bunch of meaningless punches. No. He doesn't throw as less punches. Of course, he throws way more punches than a Floyd. Who, you know, Floyd, you know, one of his weaknesses was he only threw 2 punches at a time. Which to me, I don't think Floyd can get away with throwing 2 punches at a time against the Errol Spence. That's just me. And what happens in 9 times out of 10 fights, Floyd Mayweather was always so good at being able to control the tempo that he would literally fight at like, he would literally only throw 400 or 500 punches a fight. As a businessman, he had his punch count, 400 or 500 punches a fight, right? And he's gonna land what was like 46, 48% of those punches he was landing. So you're getting tagged, constantly by Floyd. But we seen people who gave him trouble was like, and I'm gonna tell you why Madonna was like a Madonna. And a lot of people underestimate the trouble that Madonna caused for Floyd. And one of the things was that it wasn't that Madonna was just wild and rugged with his pressure, but Madonna was real crafty. He pressured, like Madonna with pressure behind the jab. If you caught the part where Madonna hurts Floyd, that's in response to something that Floyd's been doing to people his whole career, mind you. And what happened was Floyd got cocky on Madonna, because Floyd comes out and the first thing he does is take away your jab. And so when he's taking away your jab, he does it by establishing his right hand over your jab. And so as he forces you to constantly miss outside, he constantly keeps making you pay by shooting the right hand over the top. And so, like I said, eventually what people do is they stop throwing their jab. Keith Thurman also had seen this idea. I think if Keith Thurman could have kept going and maybe even gotten a fight with Floyd, you may have seen it come out. But Keith Thurman also seen this. If you fake a jab, like you're throwing a lazy jab on Floyd, and then shoot a hard right hand straight down the center, you can catch him. And that's what Madonna was able to see. So Madonna, which thank God, this occurred probably with it was like 5 seconds left in that round, because righteously Floyd was saved by the bell, man. It was a typical Floyd slipped the jab. He goes to shoot the right hand. But when he went to shoot the right hand after slipping the jab, Madonna's right hand was already coming down the middle. And that was one of the cleanest shots you're going to see Floyd ever take. One of the cleanest. And one of the reasons why it's hard to hit him clean is because he takes away your jab. You know what I mean? Which is, people don't really realize that. That is your range finder. Like, that's like the first punch you learn when you get into the gym is a jab. So for good fighters, even the good power punchers, usually they get their power home by working it behind the jab. And jab also with timing is what kills speed. That's why, Vernon Forrest used to always say, speed kills timing. You said Molly caught him like that. Stumbled Floyd, LOL. Said Molly. What Molly? I remember, I know Sugar Shane. Oh, you mean Mosley? Yeah, Mosley almost killed him. Cause Mosley, I think if I ain't mistaken, Mosley did the same thing. I think he faked him out with a lazy jab, and Floyd had got comfortable and cocky, which don't happen often, but every now and then he did it. He was just always, thank God, he was always able to recover when he did, and he wouldn't make that mistake again. And so what you'll see is because Floyd do a good job of when he would throw the right hand, what he started doing was lunging. So if he throw the right hand and is out of position, he'll shoot it in a way to where, yeah, I figured you meant Mosley. Yeah, he'll shoot it into a way to where shit, I lost my train of thought. Let me talk about what was I saying with Floyd? Oh yeah. A lot of times though, he'll kind of just start shooting the right hand over the top, and knowing that most people just don't respond well to that, you know. And so every now and then you got people who who did, and I think we seen it out of I thought Vernon Forrest was that. Who else he? Yeah, Vernon Forrest is also another one who did a excellent job of timing Floyd and doing things like that. You know what I'm saying, with Floyd. I think he was another dude who did that. And like I said, man, he was really really dope at what he did, different stuff like that. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. All right, yeah, my fault, y'all. So yeah, I'm rocking this though for a few. I'm gonna rock this a little bit longer. We gonna chop this up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually crank up a fight reaction video right after this. Actually, I'm gonna go check out my boy. Make sure y'all check out Solar Vision Debate League SVDL. Um, y'all already know the link in the description. Y'all always get that link in the description for the chop up show with Domo, the political plug. Yeah, anytime y'all want to check that out. And also, you already know, man, check out the Argument League, Swab Boss doing big things over there. So definitely, man, that's definitely a good mix. Anytime people want to get in, maybe try to join in on the conversation. A lot of times we have a discussion, a lot of deep discussions, and we need a lot of other people's input. We deal with a lot of different things from many different angles, and so okay, I can't find the scissors. No, some scissors. Oh, there we go. And so we definitely do have those. But yeah, that I definitely do plan on. I definitely do plan on still reacting to this. Like I said, man, tonight was wild. Um, the to me, it's a win for boxing fans tonight, and the the reason why I think it's a win for boxing fans is because tonight just put us a step closer to seeing the fight I think everybody really want to see, right? And I think we're pretty much all running out of patience to see the Errol Spence fight actually happen. I think, to me, Terrence Crawford was talking with a lot more leverage than what he actually has. To me, I don't think he has the leverage that he actually. Well, I didn't think he had the leverage that he actually had before, and I thought he had. Of course, he Terrence Crawford. When you include the 140s, there's no question he belongs in the ring with Errol Spence. I think the issue was that Terrence Crawford moved up to 147, and when he moved up to 147, I think to me he didn't get the kind of treatment that Errol got from the elite fighters. You know, where Errol, had to wait. You know what I mean? Cats was, stepping around Arrow, and yeah, he's doing good, this and that, but he needs to do this and he needs to do that. And so, to me, Crawford was thrown in the mix of the elite to those guys after just fighting a Joe Horn. And mind you, we watched literally a Joe Horn demolish. Like, think about that. Joe Horn demolished Pacquiao. But then Terrence Crawford demolishes Joe Horn. But I think the one thing that we all knew was that Joe Horn can't fight. I think that was like one of the main issues to me. Uh-oh, mic check. Did I just put myself out. Yeah. But then yeah, that to me that was one of the main issues for me with him. Is that okay, thank you, baby. Is that really he just can't fight. And you know, Pacquiao not really being what I would deem as one of the more skilled boxers. I don't think Pacquiao could. Um, I don't think he had what it took to expose a Joe Horn without making it a tough night for itself. Which it was. That was a tough night, man. And a lot of people was claiming that it was a robbery. I didn't think it was a robbery. I thought Joe Horn from the beginning had a Sean Porter almost attitude where I'm just gonna walk through whatever you got. And every time you throw, I'm gonna throw. And so usually for the little man, it's usually the big man throws his couple of punches and then you hit him with a few sharp ones. You know what I mean? That kind of catches the crowd attention. What you were seeing was Pacquiao was catching Horn clean coming in, but Horn would just keep coming. And after Pacquiao would land his clean shots, Horn would now just start to just turn it into a slugfest with Pacquiao holding and hitting behind the head, hitting to the body. He's throwing at different angles. He's putting his weight on Pacquiao, which was another issue. And um, to me, the only blueprint on how you beat those type of fighters is Floyd Mayweather. I mean, that's just gonna be real. Um, and y'all don't hear me always say Floyd. I mean, I'm a Floyd fan. And to me, Floyd went through so much hate. I'm definitely gonna be a Floyd apologist. That's just what it is. But as I speak, like even when you seen it with Floyd, um, he it's just unfair, man. It kind of falls in the box when I talk about adjusting. You know what I mean? 9 out of 10 fights you're gonna watch, and probably today, 10 out of 10 fights, there's not going to be any adjustments made from either fighter. And to me, Floyd, his style, even though it was built. Oh yeah, I'll drop the link right now, guys. Hold on, got you. Even though shit, I don't even know, man. I've known you for almost what 3-4 years now, Mongo. I don't even know what you sound like, straight up. He pays. Here we go. And so yeah, man, I just think um Floyd's parent, Floyd father and them, and his uncle, they taught him really the best fighting style you could ever have. And the reason why is because Floyd's style was how you beat pressure, how you beat the bigger man, even if he's stronger, even if he's maybe even faster than you. But his style proved that you could beat pressure. You could beat pressure with not just speed, but with timing, with stamina, and with just mainly being accurate. You know what I mean? Being accurate. And so I think well, McDonald is one of the few, which I mean, I'm kind of on Ted Lee Atlas. Ted Lee Atlas kind of called McDonald out for steroids after both of those fights. He called it on that, and because which to me he had a good point. When you looked at McDonald's energy in that fight, he took a lot of punishment to the body that usually for Floyd Mayweather with any other opponent, seventh, eighth round, they're done. You know what I mean? They're done. And from then on, it becomes a showcase for Floyd of what all punches he got in his arsenal. And I think where people was kind of like, which they lied and made it seem like, of course, the link is in the chat too, God, where they lied and tried to make it seem as if uh, like Maidana was just, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, he just got all this extra energy and he's ready and game to fight. And they tried to make it seem like Maidana made the fight like he could have won the fight possibly. And in actuality, when you look at that Maidana Floyd Mayweather fight, it really ain't that he could have won. It's that Floyd never really showed the control that you usually see out of Floyd in a fight over the last 4 or 5 rounds. You know what I mean? It usually, you see 4 rounds of entertainment. The first 4 rounds usually are the entertainment. The opponent comes out, he throws his best shot on Floyd, gets Floyd in the corner, throws all of his crazy best shots, this and that. You see Floyd block him, hold him, avoid it. And then by the third and fourth round, what you usually see with Floyd is a change. A change starts to happen. And so usually that change comes with, he's calculated what kind of right hand he needs to throw. Whether it's a looping right hand or over the top, a right hand over the top, or if he needs to throw it straight down the middle, or if he needs to try to turn it into somewhat of an uppercut. You'll kind of see Floyd testing that for 3 rounds. By the fourth round, he kind of gets into this rhythm and of just hitting you with it all of the time. And every time you go and throw something, it's offline, and he's right there to hit you, right there in the pocket. I think, man, like I said, man, Floyd just don't get enough credit for the wars that he was in. I think it's not his fault no Errol Spence was ever in his weight class or division. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my main man, Margo Slade in the building. What's good with the guys?
What it do, bro? What's good? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear, man. I can hear you clear. You got
Oh,
the
okay,
floor, man.
okay. Ain't nothing, man. I'm chilling, man. Just got in the crib and shit. About to roll up something real quick. Chop it up with you. That's all.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I just did the same thing. Matter of fact, I might need to go do it again.
Yeah,
a little
man. That
backup
shit was
plan, right?
crazy, bro. That shit shocked the shit out of me, bro. His pop stopped that fight like that. Reminded me of the other fight with Wilder, man.
Yeah, 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 it did. It, but that the other
Yeah, I
one though,
know,
but
bro. I know, bro. I know.
yeah. Now, yeah, Wilder definitely he needed to be stopped. He the first fight, like
Yeah,
he was just too tired, man. And to me, what's scary about that with Wilder is that like one of the main reasons why a boxer has to register their hands is because they never get tired. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
right.
And so average people after 2, 3 minutes they get tired, and when you get tired, you can't really protect yourself no more.
Right.
And for me to see Wilder as a professional fighter, it was just too many fights to where he gassed out, and not only gassed out badly, but he couldn't protect himself. And the only
Yeah.
thing that got him out of it was that right hand.
That's it, bro. He don't have no defense, bro. I was talking to niggas the other day about Wilder, and I'm like, bro, he has no. His footwork is bad. He don't throw
Sure.
combinations. He don't
Yep.
use the jab a lot. He got no head movement. His stamina is not there. He might be strong physically, but his stamina is not there, bro. It's just so many things that's messed up with his style, bro. But he got away with it for these past couple years, bro, because
Hmm.
that right hand, bro. If he land that shit on your face, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. You done.
And that's that Floyd Mayweather effect, you know,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
wanting to make people so much. Um, everybody has to be so much better than Floyd because they knock out people, and it's
yeah.
like, yeah, but these dudes ain't can't fight. And
Right.
so, you when you fight elite fighters, you rarely ever see knockouts. I think tonight was like the first time in a long time we've seen two elite fighters or who's deemed as it.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah. This shit is
And
crazy, man.
yeah,
I expected it to go 12 rounds, but when he knocked him down the second time, I was like, all right, he don't look hurt. So he got back up. He pounded his glove on the mat, and I'm like, all right, the nigga mad, but he not out of it. Like, so when he
yeah,
stood up, I'm like, okay, he good. And next thing I know, I seen his pops over there with the towel in his hand. I'm like, bro, don't do this right now. Don't do. And he go ahead and do it. So I'm like, damn, bro. He
yeah. I
probably
definitely
barking on
didn't
his
see
pops
that coming.
right now. Like he probably barking on him
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, because I think even when we talk about bragging rights, I think he wanted that at least over
Yeah, he
Crawford
did, bro.
that he
Now he
couldn't
can't
stop.
brag. He can't, bro,
Hmm.
because of what happened. And I know he like, damn, bro. Now everybody gonna remember this shit.
Yeah, and that hurts his bag, man, moving forward.
Yeah, bro.
Because I think if I don't think he really loses stock if he gets out of this fight going 12 rounds with Crawford.
Right, right,
But I think, not being able to last that 12 rounds, and you're a dangerous fighter,
right.
it's gonna be hard to get you in there, bro. With get somebody else who can get you some money to take a chance with you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
because
Cash got
I
to
see
think
that
about that
towel
too.
in there. That'll fuck
Yeah,
shit. That'll fuck the money up because now they like, okay, your pops threw the towel in. What's to say he might not do that shit again?
yeah. What's
If he see
next?
you, you know what I mean? What's next, bro? And now, damn, pops fucked that money up a little bit, man. Damn, bro, niggas, man, bro. You're supposed to let your son go out on his shield, man. Let him go out on his shield, man. That's what he did. Let him go out on his shield. But I guess his pop seen it different, man. So, it is what it is.
My fault. Can
Mm.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. My fault. I had to back
Gotta
up.
let him go out on
But
his
yeah,
shield, man. You got to, bro.
yeah. You got to, man. And
Mm.
see, my wife's brother-in-law, well, my brother-in-law too. We was talking about it years ago
Yeah,
before the Wilder and the Fury fight ever happened.
he asked me, what did I think? And I just told him straight up. I said, oh, he ain't ready for Fury. And he thought I was crazy. But
Right.
like I watched him and to me the fight where I knew for sure he wasn't ready for no Fury was my boy Ortiz. The Luis Ortiz fight.
Yeah, and I
I'm
like
like, bro,
Ortiz too. Big dude,
yeah,
hit harder than a motherfucker though.
he
That
got
boy
some
hit
hands,
hard.
boy. That boy could fight.
Big
Because he was
Spanish
really,
nigga hit hard, my nigga.
oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Hit hard,
If,
nigga.
if he could have
Oh,
survived, man, he probably would have like, man. But
yeah,
to that but to that point, that style though too that Ortiz has,
yeah,
which is kind of a it's kind of Cuban. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He really got
A
like
little
somewhat
different,
of
a
a
little
Cuban
different, but
boxing
it's a good
style.
style.
Yeah, real smooth, but
Mm-hmm.
wild pressure can offset that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
a lot of times the Cubans they be real good technically, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't do well under wild pressure and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
so when it's that type of wild, they get hit. They ain't used to being in no brawls. They used to being in fights. And so I think that's where we usually take advantage of them in boxing. We usually turn that shit into a brawl. Like fuck boxing. We gonna
Yeah.
ball.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which
Right.
Terrence got, and that's what makes Terrence special. And to me, that's where I was second guessing if he could win tonight, was because usually when he gets angry, his boxing goes out of the window and he
Yeah,
just
go out the window
like
and he just
turns
want to
to a
slug it out with
madman.
niggas. Yeah, he want to slug it out.
Yeah.
I was hoping he wouldn't do that, and he didn't.
Yeah, and he did it real subtly. He did it a little bit earlier, but he was getting caught and he was like, all right, hold on. And so he just decided he stayed low and just kept, keeping angles. Which
Right.
Spence could have did, Spence
Right.
could have did that, but Spence wanted to win on the inside. He wanted to
Yeah.
get low and fight Sean on the inside and beat him at the inside game.
Yeah.
And I think Spence made it, but now that hurts Spence because now he gonna hear that, hey, Terrence Crawford stopped him.
Yep.
You couldn't do it. You know what I mean? You couldn't stop
Right.
him.
Right.
I think he was the first to drop Sean Porter though, if I ain't mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, that was the first time he had been down. He barely touched the canvas when he went down.
Yeah. Because I'm noticing too now, boo, they starting to match up all these boxes with these undefeated records.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
starting to notice that shit now. They starting to match these niggas up, bro. Start to, put losses on niggas shit, bro. I'm starting to
yeah,
notice.
man.
Yo, wait a minute, bro. Another two more undefeated niggas? I'm like, God damn.
I hate seeing dudes take that L too. And
Yeah,
especially,
man.
well,
That
really
shit is
black
fucking
fighters.
nigga foundation up, bro.
Yeah. And
This one.
it's really mainly only for the black fighters though. Like they don't
Mm-hmm.
really do the Mexicans, like, you know what I mean? Like the other fighters, they
Mm-hmm.
can lose and still be making millions. It's like once a black fighter loses, he can't get another fight. Like you be like, damn, bro, what happened on the betting?
Mm-hmm. Like even with Truman. I don't see. He used to be on Instagram a lot. I don't see him on there. He probably still posting shit, but I don't see him on there. I don't see him, like, they don't talk about the nigga. I'm like, damn, what this dude? He moved to another planet or some shit? Like, what's going on?
Right.
I don't even hear nothing about Keith Truman no more.
He can't get a fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He's too dangerous. Mm-hmm. And that's the issue when you're dangerous and you don't do things the right way. I'm not gonna fight. Like if you're a dangerous fighter and I can make more money to fight somebody with a belt that's less dangerous. There's no way in hell I'm finna give Keith Thurman. Like Keith Thurman ain't got no belts right now. He lost to
None.
Pacquiao.
None.
The only thing you could do is give him a chance to knock your ass out.
Yeah,
Hungry.
right.
And he hungry. I know he
Yeah,
probably
right,
hungry
right,
right
right about now, bro. I think he'll fight anybody, bro.
now.
Anybody. It's crazy.
They talked about him in a Tank. They talking about him and
Tank,
Javante
nah,
Tank
Tank, Tank,
Davis.
Tank, Tank, Tank will beat him up, son. Tank will beat him up. I think Tank the best fight out right now, bro. Him and Boots. This other dude they call Boots.
Oh, Jerron
Yeah,
Ennis. Yeah, I
yeah,
like Boots.
yeah. Dude, nice, bro. Dude, nice with them hands,
Uh,
bro.
I like Boots. I
Him and my
like
other son,
Colbert
bro.
though.
Yo, I was just about to say Colbert, bro. He from
Yeah,
Brooklyn, so I fucks with
think
him.
I think Colbert might be just a little bit above all of them in
Yeah,
elite status. I
bro.
see a lot of the Floyd in him for real.
I put up this
And the
video
dog.
of Colbert on my
Hmm.
Instagram, bro. He was beating the brakes off this one dude, bro, punching him so bad, bro. The ref had to stop the fight, man. I'm gonna send it to
Man,
you on your
he's
gram. I'm gonna
dangerous.
send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you on your IG, bro. God damn, he beat the brakes
Yeah,
off
yeah,
this.
yeah. Send that.
I felt bad, bro. When you
Man.
see it, bro, you're gonna be like, God damn, bro. Chill out, my nigga. The nigga ain't
And
going
he
nowhere.
uses the shoulder roll too. But what I will
Mm-hmm.
advise anybody who uses that shoulder roll from Floyd, them
Be careful with that shit.
you need to go to Floyd them and get it the proper way, man.
Yeah. Because even with
That's what they
Wilder,
used to tell Brian.
yeah, even with
Yeah.
Wilder, Floyd offered for him to, come down.
Hmm.
We show you a couple things, but niggas ego,
Couldn't
bro.
humble himself. Yep. Couldn't
And
humble himself.
couldn't humble himself and make it down there to go see what these boys. Just even if you don't want to be a part of it, just go down there and see what they talking about. See what they trying, see what they
Yeah, man.
just listen to see what they talking about. If you don't like it, get your ass back on the jet and get up out of there. But at least just go see what the man has on the table, man. Just go take a look. If you like what you see,
To
cool.
me,
Be out.
if he if and to me, if he was in there with Floyd, they're probably number one, he probably wouldn't have fought that first Wilder fight. And then by the time we would have seen Wilder versus Fury, he would have been ready, bro. Like it
Right.
wouldn't have been no question. He would have finished him. Cause Fury can be he's there to be stopped.
Yeah, he can be
But you
knocked
gotta
down,
do
bro.
it the right way.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta do it the how Andre Ward would do it. You know what I'm saying? Like how he did Kovalev. You gotta
Right.
get inside, break him down, keep,
Right.
you know what I mean, moving it. And in the later rounds, that's when you start dropping your power on him.
Right.
And, Wilder just wasn't, he looked good in training, but I didn't see him changing the speeds on his punches. Every
Yeah.
punch was hard.
Yeah.
Hard as he could throw. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, just touch Fury. He hits hard enough to where if he's doing like tonight what Crawford was doing to Sean Porter, just
He would
touching him on
be
the chin, touching him.
he would have beat Fury.
It's a
He would
matter
have
of
beat.
time.
Yep.
And then sooner or later you can drop a hard one on the chin. Boom. And it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to keep touching them, man. That's all. Just touch the body, touch the chin.
Right.
To me, man, it's just hard, man. It's gonna
He
be hard
came.
to see that
Wilder
out
came
of
out
anybody.
in the first round.
Hmm.
Wilder came out strong. Tagging the body, throw a little
Yeah,
jab, but then I guess
high
he
and
realized
low.
like, high and low,
Yeah.
doing all right.
Hmm.
Like okay, it's not a straight solid jab, but it's a jab. Okay, I'll take
It
it.
looked better. It looked better.
And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, when that fourth, fifth round came around, he started getting hit, and I seen him. He started breaking a sweat.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, bro, that fifth round
Started
came, sixth
standing up,
round
sweat.
came.
Yep.
He go to the corner.
He was
He
ready.
came out the corner, bro. I'm watching him, Blue. I'm looking at him. I'm like, this nigga breathing with his mouth open. I'm like, see, There it is right
So
there. He was winded, bro. He was gassed by like the fifth, sixth round. I'm like, bro, you cannot be serious, my nigga.
I knew it was gonna be over from there, and it just disappointed me, man, because I'm like, Floyd ain't lost, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You lost, so you should be uh humble when Floyd. You know what I mean? You should be
Right,
able to come humble to Floyd. You get what you need, bro.
right,
You needed something from Floyd. He didn't need nothing from you. And I
right.
thought he let his pride get in the way of oh, I don't want to bow down to Floyd. I'm a, and it's like, nah, bro.
It ain't about bowing
You could
down, bro. It's about
have
upgrading your skills, man. Upgrade your
got to,
skills,
man.
bro. Because even when he was training for this fight, I'm looking at the videos and I'm like, okay, I see you doing certain things, but bro, I don't see anything new. I don't see any better footwork. I don't see no head movement. I don't see no combinations. I don't see none of that shit. All I see is pad work. That's it. You ain't doing nothing else but that. That's all I really see. And I'm like, bro, this shit ain't gonna work. So I was like, you know what? He'll probably catch him with that right hand this time and it'll be over. So my boy was telling me before I went to the crib, he's like, yo, I'm telling you, bro, this nigga Wilder is not gonna beat this nigga. I said, bro, he gonna get Fury this time. Man, boy, let me down, man. Boy, let me down, man. But he young. He still got opportunity to, shake off the
Yeah,
dust and
definitely,
get
bro.
back. He still got
Yeah,
he still got a shot. He young, man. You know what I mean? I could see if he was an older guy, just hanging on, but nah, he still got some power, man. He can still do it, man. He just gotta work on his game, bro.
and to me though, where I worry about him now is being beaten the way he was beaten twice.
Right. Because the blueprint is
Like
out there.
that'll take the steam out of you. Yeah, man. And now you in a situation where if the dude across from you ain't scared of you or your power,
Yep.
you in for a long night, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And and that was a reality that Tyson never dealt with well. Was
Yeah.
okay, what do you do when you in there with another bully who ain't
Yeah.
who ain't gonna back down from one left hand? You know what I
Right.
mean? You got the dude who's scared. A lot of times they come in, they know Tyson finna throw that left hook. I don't want to get hit with that. And when he
Right.
go to throw it, they just flinch up and,
Right.
and, and fall out.
He catch you
Which
with that body
those be
shot,
those.
and come up with the hook, it's over. When he catch you with that right, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
Okay, baby, I put him. And it
But
be
I
and
don't
it be
understand,
over.
man. Wilder, he should have reached out to, reach out to Tyson, reach out to Lennox Lewis and, you know,
Yeah,
James Toney and certain guys. These guys are still around, bro. Reach out to them, man. See what you can learn from these brothers, man. But you don't want to do that. You want to, all right, man. Go ahead, man. Keep
yeah,
listening to them niggas.
yeah.
You 0-2 right now. Keep listening to them other
And,
niggas with you. All right.
and I don't know if he could ever be the same. Cause I mean, man, Tyson, the first fight was bad and humbling
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
After you do
Yeah.
all of that work and training, and to me, this is bad management because to me, after you trying to reinvent yourself, the last thing you should
Mhm.
have did was get right in there in the ring with Tyson again.
Yeah.
I think he should have fought a lesser fighter, somebody who he's supposed to be, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a little that can give him a little bit of a challenge where he got to work. And then they could have seen like, okay, here your condition still ain't where it needs to be. By the, you know what I mean? You gas it out third, fourth round. All your mechanics just went out the window. That it could be fixed before you get to the Fury fight.
Right.
But to me, to try to learn all new tricks and then just throw him in there against an elite boxer like Fury, you talking this dude's
Right.
got elite footwork.
Yeah, bro, because
You know
he
what I
bare
mean?
knuckle. His pops used to be bare knuckle fighter. His pops bare knuckle, bro.
Damn. And then
So
you know he was also trained under Emmanuel Stewart.
right, that's another thing. So he got everything. He got everything laid out for him to where he can be successful. He
Right.
got the right people around him. His pops used to do the bare, and I watched, and they got a YouTube channel where they show the bare knuckle fights. Them fight blue. You gotta watch them shits, bro. Them fights is whew. You think
Yeah, I
boxing is
watched
good? Oh
Paulie.
man,
Yeah, I watched Paulie Malignaggi get the brakes beat off of him in there.
yeah, bro.
Bare knuckle
Yeah,
boxing
that shit
by
is
a
it's good.
scrub
It's
too.
good, man. It's good though. It's good. It's not too
Yeah.
bad. I watched it. They ain't got
Yeah, I
nothing covering
definitely
their knuckles. Just their hands wrapped up.
yeah, and with some skill there too. I noticed like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't just like UFC. I did definitely do like it. There's some good skills I seen
Yeah,
from some of the dudes. Cause the dude that beat Paulie, man, I mean he was tough on Paulie. And you know, Paulie had two cuts though. You know Paulie cut
yeah,
easy anyway.
yeah. Most
But
damn.
you know,
We all know that.
Paulie was one of my favorite dudes always. He was
Yeah.
though the
Mm-hmm.
example of to me, if Floyd really didn't have any power, he would be
Yeah.
Paulie Malignaggi.
Right.
You know, a matter of time before your guy just decides to disrespect you and walk through your punches.
Yeah.
And we never really seen that out of a Floyd opponent.
Yeah. Because
You know,
Floyd,
I think.
Floyd, to me, Floyd always had power to me. He always had power.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
even now, still, I was watching a video on IG the other day where he was hitting the heavy bag, nigga. That shit was making an echo in that gym, nigga. You get hit with one of them shits, nigga, if you want. That nigga Floyd was, man. He's still. I always wanted him to fight, maybe Spence or Crawford or Porter. I want him to
For a
fight these
second.
young dudes, man, but he ain't gonna do that, man. He ain't doing
He
I
wouldn't go
really
back
want to
out.
see. I
Hold
really
it
want to
down
see
for a second,
Floyd.
Mongo.
All right, I got you.
Oh no, I meant rock out. Go ahead, chop it up for a second. I'm finna jump back in with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Ain't nobody else on here but me. Uh, yeah, man. I see y'all. Nobody in
Yeah, I
here. This
definitely.
blue. Uh,
Yeah, I definitely though was like and I'm tough on all boxers because like I said, Floyd to me is the standard. When I look at
mhm.
history, I think he got everything that it takes to be what you would call the greatest. And I think what stopped like a Sugar Ray Leonard or a Muhammad Ali from being to me the greatest
Yeah.
is they had a lack of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They to me, Muhammad Ali took unnecessary chances, and
Yeah.
that cost him his life. You know what I mean? In a
Took
way,
a
you know what I
lot of
mean?
punishment, man. When I go back and look at when I get a chance to see some of them old tapes, bro, he took a lot of punishment, man. God damn. His
Unnecessary
defense is,
punishment, man.
yeah, his defense is good, but god damn, bro, he just whew. Joe. I remember damn, what was old boy name that he fought, man? Dark skinned brother. I think he
Berto.
from nah. I think he was from Philly. Damn, what
Oh,
was his name?
Zab Judah.
Yeah, Zab. Yeah, Zab from Brooklyn. No, I'm talking about when Ali fought this
Oh,
dude
Ali. Frazier.
Frazier. Yeah, bro. Frazier was
Yeah,
catching him, bro, but
yeah,
catching him, bro. I'm like,
yeah. He was
God,
taking.
I
He
seen
was. he was standing there way too much and trying to
Yeah,
prove that stuff, man.
yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah,
like Floyd and to me, and that's what set back Roy Jones. Roy Jones was supposed to be way greater than Floyd, but
yeah,
discipline.
yeah,
It's like he got older and never adjusted. He never adjusted his style or his skills. And when he was fighting the waves, he kept fighting like he was 20 at 40 years old,
yeah, bro.
sticking his
Antonio
chin
Tarver,
out.
Antonio
Yeah,
Tarver, boy. Antonio Tarver doing his thing too right now too. He doing his thing, man. He going around talking to the kids and stuff like that, helping out boxers and all of that. Antonio Tarver doing his thing.
shout out to
Yeah,
Antonio Tarver, man.
yeah, man. He
A
got
lot of
he got
people
an
hating on
IG.
him.
His IG popping. He doing his thing, bro. He out here. You know what I mean? He doing
Man,
good
I did.
things,
I
man.
hated him too, bro, because he beat
I ain't never
Roy
like
Jones.
Antonio Tarver, but
Yeah, I
you
hated
know,
him after
I
that
seen
game.
some of his fights before he fought Roy. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
this dude, yeah, he got something. So, but
yeah, I
when he
definitely
beat
did
Roy,
see,
bro,
but throwing that
man,
blind shot,
he was on a
it was over.
mission, bro. He was on a
And to
mission.
me, if Roy Jones has the mindset of Floyd Mayweather, number one, he's not even in that fight because if I number the first problem that he had was he went down in weight class to fight Tarver. That was
Yeah.
that's mistake number one.
Mm-hmm.
You the A side, number one, you don't go down in weight. You never go down in weight. You can go up, but you
You
can
go up a
never go
little
back
bit.
down.
Right.
And once you
Right.
go up, man, and you try to come back down, that can destroy your body. Because think you go around, say you fight at 135 and your walk around weight before you fight is like 155,
Mm-hmm.
160. But once you start at 147
Yeah.
or 140, your walk around weight is different. You know what I'm saying?
And
Your walk around weight
Roy
now
was
is
the
like one.
man at that time.
Yeah,
Roy was the
yeah,
man at
like
that time, bro.
right. So like Spence, for instance, Spence walk around weight is like 180, 190.
Mm-hmm.
When he move up in weight class, he can't go back down.
Right.
Like that'll hurt him. He gonna have to lose. He already lose too much weight as it
Yeah.
is now in order for him to in order to fight at 147. I'd
Yeah.
hate to see him get a fight at 154 or 160 and then later on try to come back down to 147 and fight somebody. You
Yeah.
probably gonna see him get hurt and knocked out.
I like
Yeah.
I like Spence,
So
but I don't know, bro. I think Spence I think Spence will get knocked out, man, because he just too slim, man. Like a little too skinny, man. Like I don't know, man. He a good fighter. He a damn good fighter, but
yeah,
I just feel like if you catch him the right way, he's out of there, bro. He's out of there, bro. He's out of
I
there.
don't think he can carry that style that he fights at now. But I do think we gonna see a different Spence when he moves up in weight class though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we gonna see less of the brawler and the stalking to more of a he gonna become the honey. And I think you're gonna see him take more of a Floyd kind of style when he move up in weight class.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when we gonna really get to see what did he learn in that gym from working with because Floyd, man, he had the highest praise for Spence
Yeah.
amongst all of them.
Cause
And so,
he see it. He see it, bro.
yeah,
He see it.
and he gave Floyd a black eye in sparring. He the only one to do that. A
Ooh,
lot of people say he beat Floyd. Errol
ooh.
Spence.
What?
Errol
They,
Spence.
they got video footage of this?
Mm-mm. Nah. That's
Oh,
everybody know it though. Even Floyd ain't never
I ain't
denied
know
it.
that. I ain't know that, Blue.
Yeah, he black Floyd eye, and you know he made Bronner cry. He made Bronner cry for real too, bro. Like they said, not no little tears, real tears, sniffles and everything, bro. Bronner ain't want no more to do with Spence.
Adrian Broner. Oh yeah,
Bron,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. And that was when in Bronner's heyday, bro. Before he lost to McDonald's.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He was, you know, he was garnering that type of respect and different stuff like that. So
Damn, bro.
I, I
I ain't know Spence and Floyd got it in. I didn't know that. Oh, that was some
oh yeah,
behind the scene. That was some behind the scenes shit.
yeah, that's who brought him out.
Mm,
Floyd brought him out, and Floyd was I forgot what fight it is. I'm finna get him. I forgot what fight it is that he brought him out, but
yeah.
because he brought him in his camp to train. I think it was for the Maidana fight,
Mm, mm,
but um, yeah, man, he black Floyd's eye. Uh, Legend is, you know, with him in that camp, bro, he was the only one to do that. And then from there, you know, Floyd started promoting him. Because,
mm.
I mean, Floyd was going to have him. He was going to end up fighting Golovkin. That's what he was trying to do early. But,
Right.
you know, he went on this mission. Like
Mm,
he had two missions. He would either fight Canelo Golovkin, but his main one was to become undisputed at 47.
right.
And so he been,
Mm,
you know, he been working on, um, you know, doing that, going undefeated and whatnot, and and stuff. But man, I'm definitely, man, I definitely, uh, I'm gonna have to shut it down, though, man.
yeah, of
Um,
course, of course.
I
It's
definitely,
not that
my
time.
wife been home. She gonna kill. I ain't spoke really to her since. Yeah, I haven't been
Yeah,
live since
yeah,
she walked in the door and everything. And
yeah.
so,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I don't
Yeah, I
crank
know
up
what it is,
another
bro. You ain't gotta explain
reaction.
nothing. I know what it is.
Oh yeah. All good, all good. But you know, if I
Mm,
don't crank up another react video to the fight tonight, I'll probably crank one up tomorrow and just kind of give another reaction to
yeah, yeah.
what I thought about the fight and all that, bro. So yeah, I appreciate you, man, getting on, and
Yeah, you already,
hopefully,
Blue.
man,
You
I
already.
want you on again. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know
man.
you
You
do the
already know.
boxing thing, man.
No,
Yeah, we're gonna do
you
this.
know, I don't know. I don't know as much as you do, Blue, because you know this shit more than I do. But I've been watching boxing for years, so I know a good fighter when I see one.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
but
So, but
I
as
don't
far
think
as the
you
boxing
don't sound
knowledge,
like a casual though. So
nah, nah, man, you gotta put that work in. I need to see something.
yeah, yeah. So that's definitely. I don't think you don't sound like a casual at all. And so I
Nope.
think you'll be, great for when we do these type of shows. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. This is what I like to do. It's this sports, you know what I mean? Basketball. We ain't gonna talk about your man right now. I'm gonna let you live on that
yeah,
though.
man. Let me breathe, man, on that one.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna let you live on that, Blue. That's
give,
another story
give
for
me
another
till
day. I'm gonna let
Christmas.
you live, Blue. I'm
Give
gonna let
me
you
to the
live
day after
today.
Christmas and let me know what you
Hmm.
think.
Yeah, yeah, I'll let you know. I'm gonna let you know, bro. You already.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
He definitely got to get it together though. I was talking to my
yeah,
mom.
yeah.
That's what I was talking to my mom about when I first started the
Yeah.
show earlier.
Yeah, it's
But
1:30
yeah,
right
man.
now in BK. It's 1:30 out here in BK, but I'm gonna let you live
Oh
today.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You already know it, guy. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, we should do it again, man. Yeah, I'll try to crank up. If not tonight, man, like I said, I'll
Yeah,
crank one
yeah,
up tomorrow.
whenever.
We're
Yeah,
gonna do a little
whenever.
bit more talking on this fight.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
something
guy,
within
man, hold
you.
us down, man.
You
Power to
already
the
know.
dark side, and I
All right, to the
appreciate
dark
you.
side. You already know.
たった一つたった一つのたった一人たった一人の私はここ
Reparations on the table, nigga, we ain't seen shit. Put us under pressure, nigga, we ain't even sweat. Came out shining like a diamond in the middle, what's a mess? On Martin Luther King, bitch, we coming for our check. Headed to the Capitol to stake my feelings in the mind of a radical, you can't ride with me. I'm my only witness when I handle my business. Pull it from the hip, say bye-bye, Billy. No more time for no coasting, I'm on the highway focused. I ain't even smoking, I'm just riding my emotion. Both eyes open, I'm just trying to keep calm. Put an extra set of eyes on him doing recon. Knee deep in snow, say he try and keep going. Told him get up out the cold before my nigga deform. Every old wound seem to getting retorn. I'ma write deep poems to a nigga reborn. I'ma make a statement before I make it out alive. No Channel 5, I would rather make a lie. Before the news try to make a nigga out alive. But the pain in my eyes on a much bigger prize. 5-0 on both hands in the sky. Little do they know it's no plan to survive. I ain't finna give them no chance to decide. I'ma put they feet in both hands in the fire. Dancing in the fire like Eshak. You gon' test the water, never get both feet wet. We done overexposed the city defense to the overexposure indecent. They don't know they diving in the deep end. Ain't no way that they surviving through the weekend. Everything blown in the flash like a beacon. Drowned in the flames, it's too late to let it sink in. Got 10 ways I can be vengeful. Sitting on 10 grenades, every last pinful. This guerrilla war, they don't know what they in for. I can hear them at the door trying to move in slow. I can hold them off, I got 3 shots. Taking every soul for at least 3 blocks. I can smell the fire burning through the sheetrock. Seeing bodies in the flame, nigga try and reach out. This is how you practice what you finna speak out. Thinking about the facts that they try to leave out. This is for my roots running through the deep south. Dying for a cause, what we finna beef out. If you ain't about the cause, what you finna beef out. Showing up deep, we gon' bring the streets out. Every man line up, showing what your street out. An independent state, what a nigga need now.
たった一つのたった一人の